Now, let me just grab my trusty knife and let's get started. We can do better than this. That ain't a knife. This is a knife. And that's how you do an unboxing, mate. Good day.
I'm always all right when I'm with you, Dundee.
And thank you very much, Mr. Paul Hogan. All kidding aside, folks, you need to be extremely careful when using sharp objects to open up your boxes. I know it's common sense, but funny story, when my nephew was about 7 or 8, he was trying to get into a gift. And I don't know why they make these things so difficult to get into, but I look over and he's going at it pretty good with a knife. And I'm like, whoa, 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 buddy, why don't you hold up and give that to me and let me get into that for you. I don't want you to hurt yourself. Needless to say, I sliced my finger open pretty good in the process. I'm a cautionary tale, folks. Don't do it. Be cautious now. It's a wonder I haven't lost any of these in my childhood. Well, actually in my adulthood as well. I can tend to be pretty reckless. That's on me, you know. Better me than him. But you don't want to put yourself in that situation. So, in lieu of the Paul Hogan Thunder from Down Under, Timber Rattler Saturday Night Special that he used in his movie, I will be utilizing the good old-fashioned box cutter just to be on the safe side.
Remember, don't try this at home, kids. I am a professional.
Today I have an unboxing video to share with you. Shannon told me before I started, she said, remember, you have 2 types of people you're trying to reach. And I was like, really? Wow, 2 people listening? That's one more than I thought I had. But seriously, if you're a hobbyist or a soap maker, currently, professionally, or just someone interested in unboxing in general, you come to the right place. Hopefully I can give you some tips and pointers and you can learn something from this video. If not, at least you might be entertained. We'll see. Now before we get started, I've seen some interesting segues from introduction to the main video. I've also seen meow. But you know, I'm old school, so I thought I might try something just a little bit different.
Good call.
All right, before we begin, let me just say this on the onset. If you're just looking to do this as a hobby, to dabble in soap making, it's perfectly fine to go to your local craft store. I find a lot of things at Hobby Lobby myself. You know, molds to make embeds and things of that nature. Stones put on top of soaps, accents to soaps, special things we'll be getting into later to put on top of your soaps, etc., etc. But you can get yourself a starter kit, which comes with melt and pour, colorant, fragrance, mold to put it in. You could go that route. Now, if you're wanting to go to the next level and start making soap as a business, it's not cost effective to do that at that point. You're going to want to find suppliers. You're going to want to get into, say, cold process. That's what we do here. There's other, routes you can go, but that's what we choose to do here. Now, you want to get your formula down, all the basics. I don't want to toot here, but let me just brag on Shannon for a minute. I already went over this previously in another video, but she got her formula, her research, honed it in, pinpointed exactly what she wanted, all the qualities, everything, every little aspect she nailed down to a T. When I did our first soap years ago, the first pour, perfect. The batter came out white, actually, whiter than a lot of batters I've seen. That's mainly because we do add titanium dioxide, but that is all attributed to the fact that she did the research and the work. Now, we didn't have to do a lot of experimentations, and we're not straying from that because we found what we liked, the desired effect, and the outcome was perfect. So why change that? Why try to fix it? Keep it simple, stupid. Like I always said, if everything came out great, why try to experiment? And we have control of what goes into the soaps. Unlike melt and pour, which I said previously, like if you want to go that route, it's fine. But here, we stay away from allergens, nuts, plants. We're more vegan friendly. A lot of our products on our site are vegan. Not all of them, but we try to stay in that realm. You know, we don't want to give anybody a reaction, you know, cause any adverse side effects. Keep it simple, and as long as it attains the desired effect. We wanted the luxury experience, and she's done that. Hats off to Shannon once again.
Gryffindor!
So, you're at that next step. You're wanting to make soaps as a business. You want to sell your soaps. You want to hopefully grow that business. All right, here's the problem you're going to face. Most people, we did. Money's tight. All right. A good starting point after you got your formula down and everything. Let's say you don't even have that. Stick to the basics. Don't try to get every oil, every goat milk, beer, what have you, additives. I even seen snake skins, and how wow, you can get as creative as you want with making soap. That makes it exfoliate better. That makes it more bubble. Let's add this, let's add that. All that's true, but keep it simple at the beginning. Okay, it'll save you time. It'll save you money. Money's tight after all. A key. Where do I go? I can't go to the local store. I mean, you could theoretically get the basics at stores, but what you're going to find is it's cheaper in the long run to get set up with good companies, good suppliers that have discounts and bulk, and that's the problem we had. And even then, it's more cost effective to track your shipping costs. Now, shipping, sometimes you can get a good deal. If you buy in bulk, it pans out. Let's say you don't want hundreds of pounds of butter or oil or something. That's when it's a little bit more tricky. You have to spread it around, maybe. Maybe it costs more to get 5 items here with shipping. Maybe it costs to get one item over here with shipping. Maybe you're better off going with this company or that company. Now, that's fine. But the key there is, in the future, you want to have a surplus where you don't run low on certain things. You want to build that up over time. And a key point to that is why that's very important is because timelines. Let's say you don't ever want to get so low on something where at the beginning, we track that. Okay, we order at this day. It took this long to get here. A week, 2 weeks, a few days. That's in fantasy land, probably. That hardly ever happens. And maybe you're lucky enough to live down the street from a supplier. You are blessed, my friend. Thank whoever you think for that. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all I have to say about that.
In the future, you don't want to have to run into that problem. Oh, God, I ran out of oil. It's going to take 2 weeks to get here. What am I going to do? See, in the beginning, that's what you're going to run into if you're not careful. And I understand that we ran into that too. Money was tight. You had to wait, to order. People are waiting on product. That's plan ahead for that. That's my advice there. Don't start your business until you're ready.
It's not that hard for me to give him the wrong advices.
Another tip, cost. You're going to want to track cost. An item might cost you this from this company one day. A few weeks down the road, it might cost you this. Price several different suppliers that have similar items, because what you're going to find is today you might get something cheap. The other site might have it for double or triple. In the past with COVID, everybody knows supplies were limited and prices skyrocketed if you're in the business. So what you're going to want to do is be a hunter. Now, Shannon will tell you, I love to shop. In general, not necessarily for supplies, but for other people, for fun things. I'm guilty of that. It's rare, but it does happen, folks. Some men do love to shop, and Shannon's the opposite. But when it comes to inventory, that's another key. She does she's on top of me, do the inventory, get it to her. If she handles she's the hunter when it comes to what supplier has this product, what product's the cheapest here or there. That's another extremely important tip I can give you is shop around. Look for the cheapest price.
So how'd you like to pay? Here's $50 in cash. Can you put 30 on this card? $10 on that? 20 on that? So cute. Declined. Really? Could you try it again? Really declined.
I mentioned inventory. I'm thinking of several different things as I'm going through this. Things are coming to my mind. But the reason you want to do inventory as well is, in particular with bars of soap, you have the cure times between 4 to 6 weeks. You don't want to sell your soaps sooner than that because you want it to be fully cured, the water is evaporated proper weight. It's safer to use. Like I said, that saponification process is taking place, the lie's gone. You don't want to use it right away because, it's safe at that point to use it 4 to 6 weeks. Sell it 4 weeks, safest 6 usually, typically. But you want to plan that ahead. Like, okay, if I get that all 2 weeks, if I order something, make the soap that same day, which probably won't happen. You're going to have to unbox it, get it, everything, But you got to add that time in as well. So keep that in mind.
Release!
Yes, I know the drama's building and you want me to get to the unboxings. But first, let me go over real quick. I mentioned that a lot of things you can get locally, you don't want to necessarily go to a supplier for because they are cheaper to buy locally. Those would include things like distilled water. You can get these at the grocery store, Walmart. Another thing you can get is the dreaded which is practically safe to work with. If you use precautions that we went over in the safety video. You can get these. You could actually get a good deal at Ace Hardware if you talk to a manager. You buy it in the case, or you can go to Walmart. It's a little bit more pricey, but it is cheaper than buying online. Believe me, I've looked at that. The next thing is your rubbing alcohol. Like to go over 90% if possible. That's good to spritz the top of your soap piping, without any ashing going on. That helps with that. It's cheaper to buy that locally. All right, another thing is Hobby Lobby, which I mentioned, and I went there just the other day, and I got these little jingle bells, and I wonder what I'm going to do with these. Well, you'll have to watch our future video to find that out. Stay tuned. Okay, it's finally arrived, and first up, we have Nurture Soap. Really like this company. Let's see what we got in here. Once again, the box cutter, and I'm keeping my fingers clear. Alright, let's see what we got here. Alright. You always want to do that. You always want to go over your packing slip, which we include in our shipping, and make sure you get everything that you ordered. Go back to the website and make sure that's what you ordered as well. Shannon's great. She keeps up with all that. I get to do the fun part. Open the stuff up and create. One thing I do like about this company, and I'm going to zoom in and show you more about these, is they always send little samples. Nature soap. I'll zoom in and give you a closer look. And this one, and past orders as well, they send us a sample of Maya Gold, which we have used in the past. We really love that mica. It's very beautiful. What they also, I love this. They also send us a little picture dashing through the no. If you can see that, it's the grumpy cat. And they, on the back, it always says your order was packed by, and this time it was, you can't see that, but it's maybe. Anyways, it's Julie this time. We've had Lori and Julie typically pack our orders, and shout out to you two. We really appreciate you. You do a great job. Thank you for all the free samples. All right, let's see what we ordered here. Shannon's gonna have me busy, I see. We got, let's see, what do we have there? Oh, we have a yellow vibrance. Oh, you can really see it on the back side. It's mica. Amaranth. It's pretty. I don't know if you can really tell the color of that. It's a pink. I think this might be used for a romantic or Valentine's Day soap. Let's see, what else do we have here? Ooh. Persephone's Kiss. That sounds enticing. Oh, it's open too. Ooh, that smells great. That's like a passion. That gets my hormones going, if you know what I mean. That's a little stimulating. Yeah, that's definitely Valentine's romance right there, baby. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, I will mention the yellow vibrance. Now, in the past on our lavender bar that we did. We tried to use a yellow, and it turned into like a neon green, which came out pretty well, surprisingly. So we weren't really that upset with it. It wasn't our vision, but like I said, sometimes micas and fragrances and your oils do strange things. One that we do like, I just happen to have on hand, is the tennis ball breaker. There it is. That's a really, really yellow. I'm interested to see how this one works in some of our soaps. Obviously, Shannon's heard good things. Alright guys, here's a close-up of the little sample baggies they typically send out from Nurture Soaps. As you can see, they're a premium soap making supply company. They sent us the Fire Cider in the past, New Leaf in the past, Hello Spring, all micas for you to try out. And also, the funny thing, they send these little pictures with their samples. Wash your hands like you're washing Jason Momoa. Our daughter would approve of this message. They always sign it in the back. Your order was packed by Julie. That's a nice touch they put in. Here's a Ryan Gosling for some ladies out there. Hey girl, I got these lights for your booth at the craft fair. That was packed by Lori. She's done several. Here's another one she did. Whoa, some people don't use handmade soap. Keanu Reeves there. Your order was packed by Lori again. Yeah, I did want to mention about Keanu Reeves. I really like him as an actor. I like him even more on a personal note. They say he's a really genuine, humble, generous, and appreciative of where he's at. And if I was ever lucky enough to become famous, I hope I would conduct myself like him. And like Forrest said, that's all I'm going to say about that. Really like Keanu Reeves. And Mad Micas also sends out samples. Here's a pumpkin head sample they send us. They also send us a card, encouraging us to join Facebook, etc. and share our experiences, make friends. That's nice of them. Fizz Fairy is another company that also sends out samples. Here's Super Sparkle Bronze Mica. And here's another one they sent us, Bronze Gold Glitter. Really love Fizz Fairy, Mad Micas, and Nurture Soap.
We should all aspire to be Keanu Reeves.
So, once again, if you're looking for a good mica fragrance company, Nurture Soap, check them out. They're a good company to work with. They always have good shipping, reasonable prices. We really like them. Moving right along. All right, what we got here? Sometimes these shipping companies put their name on it, sometimes they don't. But it says Lone Star Candle Supply. Speaking of candles, I do believe Shannon's been ordering some supplies to make candles. So that's going to be coming in the near future, and probably even a special edition Christmas candle, perhaps. That'll be up to me. But let's see what Candle Supply, Lone Star Candle Supply sent us. Or rather, I should say, what has Shannon sent me. Alright, it looks like I'm going to... Oh, I know what one of them is, right off the bat. Hershey's Chocolate Scent. You can't really see that. It's got some Hershey bars there. Let's see here. They were smart. They didn't tape it, but they did put a little plastic. Well, it's more like aluminum almost. I just need to get into it so I can smell it. I'm not going to open it completely. Can you smell it? Ah, that's better. Close to a Hershey bar. Pretty close. I do know what this is going into. I'm not going to let you know that right now, but you will find out shortly. It's in an upcoming video. Alright. Once again, they didn't tape. Wasn't wrapped. It just had the packing slip kind of bunched up beside it to keep them upright. But as you know, in shipping, they're not handled with care. They're just. I took an order to the post office. A box had it all nice taped. It wasn't moving around much. I handed it to them carefully. They took it. My first experience there. They took it. They threw it in the bag behind them. Didn't even look. And my heart stopped. But you want to make sure. That's why you want to make sure it's wrap, bubble wrap, crinkle paper, just regular paper, folded up, taped, double secured. You want to take all the necessary precautions you can, because they're not going to be delicate with your how would I say this? Your babies, your business, your products. You want them to arrive safe and unharmed. You don't want the top of your soap to be decapitated. You don't want it leaking all over the place. You don't want an unhappy customer. You want to please your customer and let them have a good experience from your website to when they're finished with it. You want them to have a pleasurable experience. You want good word of mouth. I can't stress that enough. All right, so moving on. Jasmine, I don't know what we're going to use this in. Possibly she has something in mind for me to create, or she's going to test. I would say she's testing this scent, or she's already. But I would say that if she ordered a little sample bottle. But this is what is this? A 4-ounce size. So it's probably she has something in mind, and I can already smell it from here. Oh, that's pleasant. I can fill it up. If you know what I mean, I can fill it up here. When you smell something, sometimes you know how it affects that they can have on you, certain scents. That is very pleasant. It's a scent. I wonder. Now you can use them in candles and soaps. I don't know if this is going into a candle, because I think I would have something in mind for a winter candle, and that's going to be a good video. Just hang in there with me. You'll probably like it, especially if you're a fan of a certain TV show series. But that's all I'm going to say about that. All right, so kudos. It could have been wrapped, could have been taped, but kudos. It had the seal. They probably knew that. Luckily, nothing came leaking. We order from Lone Star all the time. We never had a problem with them. Great customer service. So if there was a problem, I'm sure they'd handle it. I wasn't worried about that. Anyways, if you're looking for fragrances, scents to go into your soaps, your other products, especially your candles, that's specifically what they're for. But they can go in other products, is what I'm saying. Definitely give them a try. Highly recommend them. Well, I thought I was done, but I just opened my door, and lo and behold, this just arrived. Lone Star Candle Supply. So let's see what's in this bad boy. It's a pretty big box, as you can see. I think Shannon might have outdone herself. Oh, what do we have in there? Get this to a safe distance from me. I have been known to slice a finger now and then. Alright. Got a lot of paper. Packing slip, and you know how much I love those. Ooh. Alright. Okay. Let me get rid of this. I think I see where she's going with this. Let's get all this stuff out here first. Let's keep going and going and going. Big bag of some kind of, it's like wax or something. The metal things that are falling all over the place. Let's put those back. Don't want to lose one. I already lost one. they're getting all over the place. They just came out of the little baggie they came in. Paper. Make sure there's not anything else in. Up. Look what I found. Hidden down in there. A little fragrance scent. Premium fragrance from Lone Star. I almost missed that one. It was kind of hidden under the paper by itself. Here, I'll show you. It was kind of buried under this. Wasn't in a little baggie or anything. All right, let me get rid of this box. Sit back down so you can see me. There I am. Like I said, I love packing slips. They had one in here. Let's go over this. They got some bow ties. 2 of those. I assume that's these little guys right here. You see that? Yeah. I know what this is for. You put them over the jar, and you put, yep, wicks. You put the wick down in the jar, stick it, and then thread it up through here, or vice versa, and then put candles wax in there so it can set up without flopping over. Holds it steady and still in the correct position. Enhanced soy. Wax. Oh, I was correct. A big bag of wax. Oh, yeah. So, I'm assuming she's wanting to make some candles finally for you guys. Hope I can get it done for Christmas even. We'll see what we can do there. That's probably where this fragrance comes in. Smell of Christmas. Let's see what this smells like. Oh, it's got a little seal on it. You know I'm a big fan of seals. Don't cut myself now. Alright, stay put. I'm going to need you in a minute. Huh. Ooh, wait. When I first got hit with it, it smelled like a wintergreen, which, you know, it smells like Christmas. But then as I started to smell it, I picked up cinnamon, little notes, subtle little notes. I'm sure as more of it gets to the air, it'll mix better together. But smell the cap here. Cinnamon strong in it. Okay, I definitely smell that. You know what it reminds me of? Those potpourri candles that you would associate with Christmas time. Very pleasant. Well, and here we got some. They're little stickers. Let's see if you can make that out. There you go. They're little. Yeah, block the light. They're little stickers, and you put those on the bottom of your jars, and then you put the wicks on them so they'll stay put for you. So we got those. Check those off. All right, what's in this box? Glass flat lids, medium. All right. Sketch you with that box cutter again. Paper, that's good. They are glass now. That's why you gotta be careful with them. Cute little lids. What's going on the candles? Boop. Keep it fresh smelling for you. I'm gonna put that back exactly as it was, so I don't mess anything up. Here's another box. It just looks like enough for one small batch. I'm thinking Christmas batch. All right, what do we have here? Let's turn them over correctly so they don't fall out the wrong way. It says, I don't know if you make this out, but it says fragile. I think that's Italian or French or something. I think it says fragile. Christmas card there. Alright. I'm not going to open the other box up. I know what it is. It's the same thing. So, let's see here. What we'll do for you. Here's a little glass. It's going to be our candles. Do a little demonstration for you. It'll look like that. Let's probably have our label on it. Yeah, that seals down really nice. It'll keep the scent in there longer. And put the little sticker down here, the wick up through there. And, well, I'll do a demonstration on how I make the candles later. If I can grab one. I'm covered up here. Put this, see, it's different sizes. You know, you got a small, medium, large. And you put this in there. Put the wick down. Wax in. There you have a candle. It's just that easy, folks. Alright. I want to put this back. Make sure it's nice and protected. I thank Shannon for that. I look forward to making candles for you guys. Hopefully for Christmas time.
Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, Christmas time's a coming, and I know I'm going home.
Alright, Shannon sent me another special box. Let me see what's in this one. Ah! Frodo! Look! It's my little baby Frodo. He's like, why mama put me in that box? I mean, old mama. Oh, I'll rescue you, baby. This is one of my favorite unboxings. Oh, baby. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, wee wee. Frodo. Oh, you're such a ham. Look at you. All right. Bye, guys.